on 1 second, y'all. We're gonna take a little break. Hold on 1 second. We had a little interruption. I'm sorry about that, y'all. And sorry we had a miscommunication.
Let's go. Let's get into it. Uh, yeah, sorry about that. We had technical difficulties, but we back. Let's get right into the next topic.
So our next topic is, what are y'all opinions on the murder conviction of Florida rapper K Casco of when it comes to the violence in the community, gun violence in the community?
Oh, you talking about okay? So, and let me start. I can start. Coming from my, my dad, same as Izzy. Live. They kind of street. They was kind of tough coming up. They hard body. I can't even say too much, but my dad and my uncle, street like that. So Queso's situation, man, and really and truly, what he's doing for the community, man, is crazy because, I mean, what he was doing for his pops, you know what I'm saying, like for his family, like it was crazy because it's always gonna be somebody doing the dirty work. A lot of times, the people doing the dirty work don't recognition of the credit. Not saying that the gun violence is really not good for our community. If we can completely get it out of the community, you know what I'm saying? And we save lives, and that's good too. We can handle things the other way. But a lot of the problem starts with the fathers. And Queso, and this his situation is a prime example of that's not like my dad didn't teach me nothing like that. My dad would never get on the stand and say, "Hey, my son did this," knowing that the situation Queso was put in. His brother got killed. His dad got shot in the back. His brother got shot in the head. And Queso is killing for him, like for the family, and for his dad to get on the stand and say, my son did this, my son, my dad, me personally, my dad or my uncle, any uncles I have for that matter, you know what I'm saying, whatever, you know what I'm saying, that's just, that's not, that's not satisfactory. That's unsatisfactory.
Keyword is not G.
That's not G at all.
I mean, the streets dead, bro. Like, this is a prime example, bro. All y'all young dudes out there, bro. Like, if your dad tell on them, what you think your homeboy gonna do? You doing things in the street, bro, with different guys, and you think they gonna be solid, bro. The streets ain't the same no more. I mean, me early on, like I say, we come from a street background. I ain't never want to be in the street though. I ain't gonna even lie to you. That's how I grew up. And like I said, I got uncles, everybody in the whole nine yards did everything in the world. So it's just a example of just like you want to be something bigger than that. Like it's about being a businessman. Like like what I need to post a gun on social media for. I see a lot of kids doing it, a lot of dudes taking pictures with their guns on social media and stuff, think it's cool. And you like a clown. Like a clown, bro, because you got things that's going on in the world, bro. And when it all hit the fan and you looking at 25 years of life and you begging and pleading, you want somebody to hear you out, give you a second chance. How can they give you a second chance when they don't trust you? When you present something that you may not be, or you present something that you don't want to get the repercussion on. So, I mean, the queso situation, man, it's bad because, man, it can be your own family, man. His dad, told him to stand on him for a lesser time and stuff like that for whatever reason. And just like another young man, just life gone. Two, well, really two, him and ATK Scotty, man, like both their life gone. Whatever.
Behind standing on broken,
Street politics. That was basically it.
broken. What's the word I'm looking for? Behind standing on broken policies, like, you know what I'm saying? Broken. What's the word I'm looking for, gentlemen? Standing on broken, not boundaries. Standing on. It's basically, man. He's standing on things that other people ain't standing on.
Business?
Simply, no. Like, we could say standing on. They ain't standing on business for sure. Anytime my daddy get on the stand and tell on me in any situation, he's not standing on business at all.
Street code, man, it's gone. Bro. It's gone.
Yeah,
That's basically what it is.
it's my man. It's like, but it all comes down to this, man. Nobody putting these up no more. Like, daddies in the homes not teaching their kids to put these up first. First thing dudes, a lot of dudes want to do. So now it's company gun violence because that's what we teaching kids, man. They don't fight no more. You're crazy. Man, I'm gonna teach my kid. He gonna know how to fight, and if they need to carry, if they need to know how to shoot too, I take them to the range. We ain't gonna do that before they age or they have time, but yeah, man, they gonna know how to use these first, man. They gonna know how to use these first because at the end of the day, that's what it come down to. If people want to know why gun violence is so high, is because we're not teaching our kids in the home to use these. Even the girls nowadays, man, they getting tasers, knives, and all that stuff, man. And when you get mad and they get upset, not thinking, I mean, they crash out and see red, not knowing that, man, it's more, it's consequences that come with every action has a reaction and consequences, repercussions, man. So versus if I put belt to behind, BTA, you heard me? If I put belt with these, you know what I'm saying? Like Pop say on Friday. Y'all seen Friday. I know our whole community seen Friday.
Right.
He said, man, Craig, put the gun down. Give me these, son.
But what you
know what you say?
About what you think though? What you think about gun violence in the community and stuff like that?
So, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't like it at all. And I don't know this guy, Casco. Queso. I don't know this guy at all, but I can say for his gun violence, it's not cool. Um, it's just not cool. It's got to the point to where we live in a world where the first thing everybody doing is shooting. Shooting is the first thing they're doing. They always carrying the gun. It's not, and they feel like carrying a gun makes them feel good, or that makes them tough, or that makes them feel like I'm that person, or I'm that guy, or I'm that G, or whatever you want to call yourself. But to be honest, it doesn't make you cool. It don't make you stand out. It makes you weak. And like Cam said, put your hands up. Fight like they used to do in the old and back when our mothers and fathers and our folks used to go to school. We don't have that no more. And it's sad that we live in a world today that we see a lot of killing, especially and it's as our black people that's leaving from here day by day. And it's not even a I ain't gonna say it's a race thing because it's not a race thing, but I feel like we have more people that's black that's out here that's doing the crime, especially in the city of Natchez in Mississippi, because I know that Natchez is the number one murder rate, crime rate in Mississippi, and then it's Jackson, and then it goes on and on and on.
Yeah, see, what's crazy is a lot of people don't really know that Natchez is crime is number one up there in crime rate. But everybody know about Jackson. But I be telling people, man, I heard Natchez, man.
And you know what's so crazy is, man, all them dudes know each other. Like literally, like these dudes did literally like go to each other's house. But it's crazy that we talking about a city. I can't really say it's a town. I can't really say a city because that's how small Natchez is. And these dudes stay like 5 minutes from each other. You split up, and like I say, a series of chain of events can lead to things that could be inseparable and stuff like that. But it's just like these dudes can they know each other moms. They can say each other mama names. When you that close, it's just like are you really enemies in that subject? But it's just like in general, like us African Americans, bro, like we blame a lot of things that go on when it's something going against us as far from a different race. But when it comes to us killing each other, us doing each other wrong, we never speak up. We don't have the same energy. That's the only thing I really hate, especially out here in the media world, where if it's something like I say, police brutality to a black person or something wrong doing to a black person, it seems like we all together. We want the Caucasian policeman or whatever race policeman to be penalized and stuff like that. But another black man kill another black man, we don't say nothing. Or domestic violence within a family or within a relationship, like a man or woman, or any type of violence against each other as our own race, we never talk up and speak up about it. So it's just like in the sense of just teaching our kids in the community of what to be. Like it's a lot of things. Like I say, hip hop is a big thing about it because the transition of how rap is today. Um, a lot of music called drill music, whatever. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm a fan of drill music.
I ain't lying.
I'm a fan of the high speed music.
I'm from there, right? Y'all know what time it is. So you know Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Y'all know we got YB, one of the hottest drill rappers out right now. He just dropped the album called "Make America Slime Again." Y'all know I. You hear me?
Hey, that was that album was it was alright though.
Yeah.
It was alright. I'm not gonna lie. As far as with YB and his music, I mean, we know he's just not getting out. I feel like what's missing is his in tune reality and him getting out, seeing the world. I think that's what really is going on.
Yeah, I ain't gonna, but that's another problem when it comes to, like I say, it's in the communities. Is we got, dude, first of all, it's a two-way street. One, the OGs gotta be willing to deal with these youngsters. But for the ones that are willing to deal with these youngsters, like I said, it's a two-way street. The youngsters gotta be willing to take that advice, that criticism, because if like when Boosie and YB falling out, I don't agree. I mean that should have never happened because in the end of the day, Boosie he been all that stuff YB even rapping about or talking about or thinking he doing. Boosie and them did. They did all that like, before your time. Now things are different nowadays. It's all a little bit more advanced and easier to get access to stuff. And it's a lot, but it's also a lot more stuff out there that'll kill you. So it's like it's a lot more ways. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, if you got guys in the community that's coming up, that's getting out of the community, because let's just think about it. How many rappers? Now, that's a lot of rappers from BR that could have made it, but how many really made it out? I can count on one hand. Maybe really 3 fingers. I can only count on 3 fingers. That's Lil Boosie, Kevin Gates, and Young Boy. Everybody else that came out, they known.
You can't forget about Fredo. Fredo nationwide now.
Fredo. I can say Fredo. Fredo is nationwide. Okay, yeah. I'm sorry. My bad, Fredo. Shout out Fredo.
But you see the difference though, because the difference between when we talk about all the other rappers that didn't really blow, and we talking about really creating an avenue of music nationwide where you can really make life changing money. Fredo Bang, his transition of music, you can tell from when he started to now, he's become more of an artist. But that's the thing. But you got some guys out here that got talent, but they rap about the same thing
The same
and the
exact
wrong
thing.
message. And the thing about it is, we want to hear music. I want to hear you go out there and put time in to make or try to make a hit song, make a strive big for a top 100 Billboard charted song, because you got guys that make songs. Yeah, it's good, might be catchy, but it ain't gonna stick. I'm gonna hear today. I'm gonna bump it all week. Next week somebody else dropping a song. So it's just like I said, yeah, you can't count on one hand really. The ones that really made just music, life changing music in the avenue of the city of Baton Rouge. But it's just like it's just how it goes everywhere. You got everybody that's trying to rap, but everybody doing the same type of rap.
And I ain't gonna lie, man. I think I'm an artist myself, so for people who don't know, Drip the Guy, y'all check me out. I got some more music on the way, man. But I dropped an R&B single. A lot of people really like that, man. But I started off.
I ain't like
Man, yeah, man.
I ain't like
Hey, hey,
I want to hear some. Hey, I want to hear some.
hey, man, you good Dimmadome, y'all. The biggest cap there is, man.
Hey,
I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm gonna drop. It's gonna be some episodes where I drop some content with some music. But
that's funny you brought up Frito Bang though. 'Cause, I actually met Frito Bang about 2 or 3 years ago at Alcorn.
Oh,
And I actually met a couple famous people at Alcorn a couple years ago, and was able to take their pictures on while they was performing.
shout out to my dog DJ RBD, man.
shout out,
Hey, he my dog coming to Houston the weekend too. He come. He
Superstar DJ, my dog. Y'all know it's
Shout out to RBD, it's my dog.
Shout out,
My dog. Hey,
right
look
now,
what I
man.
do.
That's crazy. Shout out RBD.
All right, cool.
Shout out Rod 4. One more. Shout out Rod 49, man. He coming up out of New Orleans, man. He putting on for the mouth, man. He's tough, man. At first I had questions about him, but man, I ain't lying. I like him. He's one of my favorites right now.
Okay. So, what are your opinions about quarterback Shadur Sanders' situation on Cleveland Browns?
Ooh. I ain't gonna lie.
Bullshit.
Yeah, it's BS, man. He's supposed to be starting. Everybody in the organization know he's supposed to be starting. When you look at the numbers for in the workouts and camp, he got the best numbers. He the most accurate. He the most efficient. And in any other situation, if that had been his case, the quarterback would have been QB1. But because his father is
I
Deion
say y'all know what this about, right? You know what they're trying to do. They're trying to silence the man, bro. They're trying to silence Prime in the sense of the confidence. But that's what it shows that how confident when us black people are, how it's scared.
You can't silence.
How it's scared of
time, baby.
like this what it is,
time.
bro. It's like navigating your own success. And you got a lot of people that don't want you to navigate your own success. Man, like just besides Prime and if y'all would have seen how Shadur was grown into the sport, he was really taught the right way. And when we talk about athletes and their parents, it's a lot of athletes that came after their parents. And I think right now, as we see in professional sports, a lot of athletes are making it and actually making a name for themselves based on the work ethic they putting in. And it's a good sign in the transition of the parents of athletes really just letting the kids be them, but also teaching them the right way, but using avenues and revenues to get them to where they need to be.
See, I think the problem what a lot of people miss, I think what is hard to teach your child is that regardless of how hard we work, because of different things, it's another side of and not even just media, but it's another side of the athletic business, and it's where, hey, guess what? It's my league. We the commissioners. We get together with the coaches. We get the last say so. So in that case, because it's like me and my, like we have conversations, man, and it's like you got guys that work hard. They have the talent, no doubt. Some guys are naturally more talented than others. Other guys work harder. But at the end of the day, it's all about preparing yourself and who can be the being professional. Preparing your athlete, father, parent, whatever you are, mentor, preparing that athlete to be a professional in all aspects of the game. That's on the field and off the field. Off the field really being more, even just as important as on the field, because when you in those rooms and they in those draft rooms and you answering questions, that can make or break your draft stock. We watched Shadir Sanders, who numbers wise should have been the number one pick. But you got Cam Ward, of course, which I could see why they picked him above him. But it's no way this guy should have dropped out of the top 10 on the draft board ever. And he dropped 4 rounds off of questions in the rooms backstage. Behind closed doors, those rooms and those questions with these coaches and organizations. So it's about preparing your athlete as an, professional, as a professional, period. And I think that's what a lot of people miss. And it's hard to really prepare your child for something that only so many people, if you don't have mentorship from other professional athletes, there's only so many people that could give you that mentorship and give you the blueprint for that. You know what I'm saying? You just have to be able to go in there and answer the questions the right way and hope that a coach, likes what he hears, you know what I'm saying?
But also, I want to say this: when you talk about the terminology professionalism, former athletes out there, current athletes, people that's trying to do something in the athletic business. If it's college, if it's professional, anything like that, even in really high school, you got to come with a business approach. But how you act as an individual matters.
Yep.
Your characteristics as an individual matters. We talk about high school, you got to be coachable, and this on any level. Be coachable, be respectful. Nobody knows everything. I'm telling you, like, it's guys that's played 10, 15 years pro. They're still getting coached and still learning along the way,
Yes,
still communicating. But it's just like being a professional, putting in the work. Because when you put in the work, and what I mean by putting in the work, it ain't just what you're doing on the court or what you're doing on the field. It's what you're doing and shaping up off the field, who you are as a person, what you're networking with, who you getting around, the crowd that you hanging around, the people you associate yourself with. Because you got to set yourself up because you got to think about it. Everybody's path is different. I may don't have a dad that's got million connections or uncle that got million connections or whatever the case may be. So if I'm in high school and I want to be a college athlete or I'm getting prepared to be a college athlete, you gotta understand. Some guys is already there. They gonna get the silver spoon.
Yeah.
You might be busting that in practice, but
it's gonna be guys.
They already there. They coaches pick. Earn your way up. I know a lot of guys that because they ain't go their way, they quit on a sport, which they could have been. And when they time come, be patient.
I know guys that was better than the star player. And trials outformed him and still didn't get the spot because the coach already knew that play.
It happens. It's just about being patient and just being humble. Like you gotta be humble, bro. Like, yeah, you might be that dude, but are you willing to go through the process to be even a greater dude? So it's just about being patient and being a professional at the end of the day, especially when it comes to professional sports. People don't understand like it's political. Yes, it's political. Very much political.
Very much.
But that doesn't define you because you don't make a certain position, you don't make a certain roster, you don't get a certain playing time. I work in your craft. You got to go about it because you got to think about it. To be a professional, you getting paid to do what you do. Even though you sit on the bench, you could be the 12th man. Go to work every day. Put in overtime and work every day. Take care of your body. That's one most important thing. Longevity. Have attributes. Coachable. Do things that nobody else is doing. Basketball, you ain't gonna come in and be a star player, bro. In professional, if you talk about anywhere, like you gotta be able to dive on the ground, run back, play defense, rebound. If you're big, I need to be focused on protecting that rim and rebounding. I don't worry about no post scoring. I'm doing that in the after scene. So when my time coming, my number being called, I'm ready. A wing guy, point guard. Hey, play defense. A lot of guys get stuck in a passion of just about scoring, trying to be a scorer when it ain't that you can't score, but you might got somebody that's a better scorer, a better player than you. You just gotta accept the fact and mold into winning. When you a winner, I'm telling you now, winners anywhere can play. Play anything you win. If it's football, if you're a winning player, baseball, you know how to be a winner, I guarantee you're gonna play, you're gonna have a long career, you're gonna make a lot of money to change your family life.
Facts.
So, what What teams in the Western Conference NBA do? I'm sorry. Yeah, NBA. Do we think has a chance of winning an NBA title?
Shout out my late show, man. Late show. Instead of late
I knew
girl.
this man was gonna set a, I knew this man was gonna set a damn like.
Shout out the late show, man.
I knew this man was gonna set a damn like.
Nah, bro, I ain't gonna
It's the
lie.
Heat for me.
The Heat is in the for one. The Heat is in the Eastern Conference. That's what I did.
But
But as I mean, if we talk about the Western Conference, I mean, you always one thing about the Western Conference since the beginning of time has always been kind of competitive. Um, right now, the biggest threat, I mean, you could say OKC. They're young, still got the same core, still got the role play. They won 60, they won 60 plus games last year. What kind of drop off can they really have if you talking about a drop off, but they can be still on top of the seed. Now they got experience and they youthful. So it's just like what can you match up with that? And like I said, if I give you I give you 5 teams, I give you 3 teams that I think is gonna be really championship contenders as well. Who we gonna see at the end. But I give you 5 because in the Western Conference it can go anyway. It's all about matchups. Like I said, you got OKC.
you got OKC for sure.
You got the Rockets. Rockets got the addition of Kevin Durant. I love that. They transitioned over to send Jalen Green over to Phoenix, but that was what Houston was missing down the line. I mean, they was going against Golden State. They was missing their closer, their bucket getter that can finish the games for them because they got young guys like Amir Thompson who's going to be phenomenal. He's going to have a long career. They got Jesus. Um, they re-signed Fred VanVleet. That team, man, that team besides OKC is gonna be right there to win a championship. People feel about Kevin Durant, like he's Kevin Durant. Like you put him around some youth, and I think it's the first time he's been put around with some youthful guys like that that's gonna get out there, defend on their wing and stuff like that, and give them extra positions when it comes to stealing the ball, stopping positions at one position and stuff like that. So
I got a lot of faith in Kevin Durant. The only problem I have is the only question I have is I don't really have a problem. Kevin Durant is flawless as it gets. But the only question I have is it going to be because he once again he's paired once again he's back in Houston. He got a young core. He got some guys that wants to go. Kind of reminds me of if you go back OKC, young James Harden, young Russell Westbrook. You got some young guys that's athletic that's gonna go out there and get it. You know what happened after KD left. You know what happened with Russell Westbrook and James Harden when KD left. So it's like, boom, okay, we back. He got another situation like this. Does he go out there and win? And can he go out there and push those guys? Because it all comes down to can the vet that you have on this team mold these guys into a better players? Because he had young Russell Westbrook. He had young James Harden, who soon as Kevin Durant left and James Harden left, Russell Westbrook and James Harden both had their own teams. Both had tremendous Hall of Fame and set them to become Hall of Fame. Russell Westbrook, Russell Westbrook becoming the triple double guy until Nikola Jokic came around, and until Luka Doncic came around, and then you got James Harden, the 60-point king. Man, he just was going for 40, 50, 60. So scoring machine. So it's does Kevin Durant come in Houston and win? Does he come in and can he light the fire under those guys and say, hey man, we're going back to this playoff run where we had we went with the Warriors. We got to the first or second round. They played the Warriors.
first round.
First round. Did they win? They lost.
They lost
Yeah.
in 7.
They lost in 7. Wow. So just imagine, and that's the older guys. A lot of people, I'm gonna say this one, and a lot of people sleeping on this one, but I'm gonna say this one. If the Warriors are able to get another piece, well, I'm gonna say this, all right, and we gonna get this another piece to this. But Jonathan Kuminga just requested a trade to the Lakers. So
We're gonna touch that. We're gonna touch on that too.
yeah, that shakes the room up. But I'm gonna say, so we got OKC. We got Houston. I got Houston for sure.
OKC, Houston.
I think Minnesota just hit.
Minnesota,
It's hitting and shaking.
Minnesota's still gonna be in there.
I think I got Minnesota outside that top 5.
No.
If so, I got them at 5. Bro.
I got Minnesota. Minnesota's gonna be in there. It's
man.
The other two teams.
Reed doesn't. Reed wants out.
No, he don't. He just signed the extension.
When Nas Reed was talking about, it was talks about him being out. So still,
you got guys that gonna talk about being free agents, but their team is still young. They still got that same core.
Okay,
their team gonna be there.
Dante DiVincenzo.
You still got a team like Memphis that's gonna be outside it, but the other two teams I got in their mix is gonna be Los Angeles, both of the Los Angeles teams.
Most definitely.
I mean, what I like.
Chris Paul is back in Los
I
Angeles,
like
ladies and gentlemen.
And what people were saying, bro, I like what the Clippers did, because when you talk about the addition of losing Paul George 2 years ago, you got a guy like Norman Powell that got to step up, but you go get a guy like Bradley Beal, who's an upgrade from Norman Powell.
Yeah.
Now, I feel like they even got younger on the wing position, because you guys got like Kendrick Nunn. I think I love the addition of Bogey coming up the bench. And then you're going to get a veteran guy like Chris Paul. You talking about a situation where
Paul's got to start, man.
You talking about he ain't gonna start. You talking about a situation where you got James Harden, but James Harden's not the same James Harden. He's more on the facilitator side, but also who's giving you that leverage of, if James Harden having a bad shooting night, you got a guy like Chris Paul. You can't. It's gonna give you a good mix in your backcourt of two guys that can get guys going, two guys that can knock down shots. It's all about consistency, and then you got like Bradley Beal getting molded into with Kawhi. If Kawhi stay healthy, bro, the Clippers gonna be there. It's the same thing with the Lakers. We're gonna see what the commotion is with LeBron, but with LeBron there, they're gonna be always in the picture competing.
I'm gonna say this. For the Lakers, man, I just was looking at what we got coming up. Man, we have. Let me go to. I just was looking at what we picked up.
It all falls on LeBron, bro. LeBron, he gonna barbecue, he gonna meal do. That's what I'm gonna put. That's honest. I was just saying, because it's just the point that
we picked up Marcus Smart, man. We picked up DeAndre Ayton, man. We're in the hunt right now trying to get Williams.
DeAndre Ayton is nice. Marcus Smart, I don't know. Reason why I say I don't know is depends on how that rotation is going to be and what he's going to
let's look at the number. I already had this conversation.
Don't look at the numbers in the past, because we always
let's look at his numbers from last season. Marcus Smart,
he barely played. He was hurt.
What I'm saying is, if we look at his numbers when he did play, his numbers. So Marcus Smart, he was hurt. He got hurt, but that we can't.
It does. It matters. Health matters, but at the same time, you can't expect a consistency player from. You can't expect the same thing from our previous year. You want it, but it's just like the time will tell. Other guy that came to Los Angeles.
Well, if you telling that story, man, if we telling that story, it's so many guys we can say that we talk about. They talk about previous years that didn't produce. That's the same thing with Paul George. They had this big old thing about Paul George signing with the Clippers. And Paul George had probably his worst years in Los Angeles.
No, dude. They went to the Western Conference Finals, bro.
And Paul George was shooting on the side of the backboard, bro.
Paul George.
Look at Paul George's numbers in the playoffs.
Paul George is the reason why. Paul George, don't get it wrong. Paul George has had down times. But at the same time, Paul George is Paul George. Paul George is a two-way player. He's been an all-star, all-perennial, all-NBA in his years with Los Angeles. But it's just the same factorization with Bradley Beal. I like the pickup, but is Bradley Beal we ain't gonna see the same Bradley Beal with 25 what he was with Washington. But what can Bradley Beal provide, as in what you can expect, and looking in the transition of what he's gonna motor with the players in, he's a scorer. We seen with Phoenix, he shot, he didn't shoot bad at all. Defensively, I mean, you gotta look at it from the adjustment of liability. Defensively, Devin Booker on the court, both of them guys 2 guards. But at the same time, it's just, okay, you transition, you put him back in his natural place to habitat as just a scorer, man, back up, be a primary scorer. He can give you 20. You want him to give you 20. You want him to be in a position where he can keep 20 points and let James Harden be a facilitator, and you got Kawhi who can stay healthy. But
I don't know if we start. I don't know if you I don't know if you want to start Bradley Beal or
You gotta start him. What you gonna have at the two?
Okay, well, if you start Bradley Beal with James Harden and Kawhi Leonard on the floor and the pieces that they already have right now, Bradley Beal's still not going to be a centerpiece scorer.
No, well,
you want Bradley Beal to be maximized, and Bradley Beal was maximized in Washington because he took a lot more shots. So he was able to get his shots up and score more efficient. He was able to get warm earlier. If you bring him off the bench, you got him coming off with Chris Paul. You got Chris Paul, a true point guard, who's going to maximize Bradley Beal's scoring ability. He's going to control the flow. He's a flow general. So it's like, and you still got James Harden and Kawhi Leonard starting. So you don't really necessarily, we're not in a rush to necessarily start Bradley Beal. So I'm saying, like, what you think on that one? Because that's a sketchy one. The Clippers look really good right now. With those pickups, bro, they look really good.
Phoenix tried it, but that because of who Phoenix has before him at two guard. The thing about it is, Bradley Beal, it's not like we just talking about Bradley Beal like he's some trash. No, Bradley Beal's a bucket, but you in a situation where where you gonna start over in Bogey? You ain't gonna start Bogey over him. So it's just like in a sense of how you gonna do the rotation, he's still gonna get them reps with Chris Paul. He's still gonna transition in and out because you got a guy like Chris Paul coming off the bench. Guy like Chris Paul gonna give you 15, 18, 20 minutes. So it's just about.
But that's not what I'm saying is.
But it's
with James Harden is going to take shots.
James Harden going to take shots.
He's a shot taker, bro.
But the thing about it,
he actually has been distributing the ball.
The thing about it, if Kyrie and James Harden worked, Bradley Beal and James Harden can work.
Well,
that mean
that's two totally different things because Bradley Beal is not a.
Bradley Beal is that man.
Bradley Beal is not Kyrie Irving.
Bradley Beal
is not even close. He's not Kyrie.
Bradley Beal was a guy that led the league in scoring at once.
Yes, we talking about scoring, is it? But
we
talking about creative scoring. What type of scoring are we talking about?
Off the ball, what James Harden provides. We're not talking about James Harden is going out here taking 25 shots. He's not doing it no more.
Right.
He's a facilitator. He's a guy who averaging 10 assists.
Well, he's going to give you in the playoffs. He's taking that many shots because he has to. Because
you got to think about
him and Kawhi are the only two really scoring.
You got to think about that. This last year, you add an addition of a guy like Bradley Beal, it changes the role.
But it's like you said, I can't expect things to change from last year to this year. Why would I change it if that's what worked last year though?
That didn't work last year.
It did. It worked. It worked. It was efficient for James Harden, but they was missing a piece. So in order for him to be contributive, he would have to be able to score on top of them or create his own, what's it called?
So as far as him missing a piece, as Don saying, as you say he's missing a piece, as far as that team missing a piece to get over the hump, like I say, they couldn't beat Denver, but they missing a piece over the hump of how can I get a guy that can give me those easy buckets as a scorer? If I'm breaking down 3-level scoring, that what Bradley Beal brings in the sense of I can kick it out. Bradley Beal gets buckets in transition. He can get his buckets in different ways. You didn't have that last year. You add that in addition to what they got this year. It's addition plus subtraction. You had Paul George that was there 2 years ago. He gave you that complementary piece as in could fill the void of some buckets that you can get. But like I say, I got Lakers, Los Angeles in my top 5. I got
Denver.
Denver is right on the outside because Denver, I feel like in the pieces that they get, I don't think they really move the needle. Now, like I say, it's the Western Conference. It's all about matchups. So those teams in the 6 and 7, they dark horse teams. Like I say, you still got Dallas out there. So it's just all about just matchups and stuff like that. But I just feel like those 5 teams are more complementary to winning a championship right now.
Yes, sir.
So that was good. That was really good. So what's your opinion about Jonathan Kuminga trade?
Oh man, the Lakers. We get
Warriors fucked up.
Yeah. At Warriors fucked up. You know what I'm saying? They fucked up for sure, big time. Because I ain't gonna lie, Jonathan Kuminga's a killer, man.
And remember, I was advocating for like 7-8 months now.
Nah, I remember me. You was having Austin Reeves, man.
We were having about him, but the reason why, and this is why I say the Warriors fucked up.
The reason I would take him over Austin Reeves is because Jonathan Kuminga's better on the defensive end.
Hey,
So I like that addition.
Johnny Kuminga is a
He could be the replacement for Dorian Finney-Smith. We just lost
he
him.
can.
And he can score better than Dorian Finney-Smith.
See the thing is because of and we talk about him going to the Lakers, right? If it's a possibility in the realm of whatever that can happen with them,
I think that'll push him over the edge.
they can push him over. They can push him over the edge. But we're talking about in
And
the
definitely
future.
back to the Western.
We talk about in the future for Luka Doncic because of what the Lakers transition into him being his primary team. For Luka Doncic and for Kuminga, there could be problems because you could think about it. Kuminga's an athletic guy, but you got a guy like Luka Doncic who can make his game better. Him easily looks. And it's Luka we're gonna be primarily the face of
I'm gonna be honest, bro.
The team and a point guard, but
I'm gonna be honest because a lot of people, and I want this to be understood. We talking about Luka Doncic, man, but we keep forgetting that we talking as if LeBron is already retired, man. That's LeBron James' team. It's Luka's team, but that's LeBron's. It's still LeBron's gonna dictate what happens on the floor. They're gonna respect Brian Moore.
LeBron's gonna dictate it. But look, that's why I told you, that's what I said earlier. Is LeBron gonna barbecue a builder because it's all gonna face on LeBron and the type of what we gonna get.
Yes.
So when we talking about what we gonna get from LeBron, we know LeBron is a 25-7-7 guy. It ain't about the numbers really analytically for him. We know what he can bring to the table as far as his game.
Facts.
But as far as the mentality, the effort that he can distill in these guys because of the fact, like I say, you got the comparison lives on with him and MJ. The biggest thing with him and MJ is the mentality side of what he provides to the team to get them over the hump.
Facts.
It's never about the performance. It's about what you can do for other guys and get them over the hump to get to that championship level.
I think last year in the playoffs, I think LeBron really was gassed. And the reason why I say he was him and Luka, I think they both were gassed out. And I say that because they trying to play offense. That's probably the best defense we ever seen Luka play. Facts. Right after a year, they were saying that, with a guy saying that they don't play defense. That's probably the best we've ever seen Luka play defense. So to see him play defense like that, man, and to come in and step up and do better, it's only just imagine, man. Just imagine what the Lakers can be if they put the pieces. Which we got Marcus Smart. If Marcus Smart comes back healthy, and he is playing defense and scoring the ball on the offensive side as well. And we got DeAndre Ayton. If he comes in and he shows me that finals DeAndre Ayton, oh man. And then we still in the hunt. We still in trade. We still in free agency talks about Williams from the Blazers, the big man from the Blazers.
Yeah, Robert Williams.
Robert Williams is big.
DeAndre Ayton he
got that championship pedigree as well because he went to the chip with the.
But Robert Williams is about his health thing with him. He is just like certain guys, you know what they can bring. It's just about them being healthy. But with DeAndre Ayton, it's all about his mentality too, because DeAndre Ayton could be really big for y'all. You talking about addition of protecting the rim, but also rebounding. Yes. And also can put the hole in put the ball in the hole. So it's just about. Man, it's about
there's no way we're going to go bare.
Yeah, it's about with these guys and their confidence. If in the right situation, is it gonna mix in their confidence within the team because of the fact you got pieces that certain teams made, and if you're looking at it like, is it gonna work? We question it because it can work. It look good on paper. We know what this person can do and what they can bring, but actually they gonna actually bring it and integrate it into the team. So.
Okay. So we're on our last question.
Let's talk about it.
I like that.
Yes, sir.
Is it right to feel the need to discredit WWE Hall of Fame Hulk Hogan after death for saying the N-word?
Oh, man, let me tell you something, man. When somebody dies, man, you always want to give grace. You always want to, you know what I'm saying, hope that person is a better place because that's better on your spirit. You don't want to wish negative on nobody, man. Not even because that take away from your blessings, man. So you don't want to wish negative. And it's crazy to state this, not even rapists, pedophiles, none of it, man. You want to pray over them that they are healed and that they go on and wherever they go after they pass, you know, that it's a better place for them. You know what I'm saying? They find that peace. And now with Hulk Hogan saying the N-word, I don't know, man. That's a touchy subject, man.
Touch it ain't touching for me. I'm gonna speak the truth.
Speak it.
That's unacceptable for sure.
Let's talk
Of
about
course, it's unacceptable for the using the term, but is it right to discredit for what he's done?
No.
Hell no.
We're not discrediting his
He
career.
made a mistake. He made a mistake
Yeah.
years ago. I'm talking about
Yeah.
when you look on social media and in a resemblance of when he died. We talking about not only just a WWE Hall of Fame but a legend, but uh, he a sports figure. Like he a figure in general. Like,
But man, we got to be careful with that one now because
man,
wait. It's a lot of people that behind closed doors. A lot of people said a lot of things about
it's a lot of people. It's a lot of people that say behind closed
You
doors.
talking about WWE
We as
Hall
a-
of Fame?
we
You don't
as a-
discredit his career as a entertainer.
But
So no, you don't discredit that. But man, bro, we gotta. It's real people behind that camera and on and off that camera. I respect more. I respect people more. And once again, I don't have to respect him. He passed away, so you're gonna give him that respect because that's a dead human being. But what I'm saying is, as far I don't respect the people that are on the camera. Oh hey, you know what I'm saying? A people person, great entertainer, and then off the camera. Hey, screw you and all that, man. I don't get the camera out my face, slap the I don't really respect that because you that's called. But it's entertainment. That's what it's called, entertainment. So
But you got a lot of people like that. I mean,
I know.
it's just hard as it is not for me. It's not a race thing when it comes to that subject because you got people that's black that do it to other black people.
Yeah, man. I don't. It's not about the race. I
So-
had nothing to do with the race for me.
In regards to Hulk Hogan, we look like I see on social media, and I'm just I scroll and I just look at the comments, and it's just like it's tragically for me personally that he's died. We talking about. He's a legend, just in general to the community. And like I say, he's a human being. He got a family, and like I said, we all make mistakes. If we going to define the great things that we did by a simple mistake that we have done, then none of us are saints. We know it for a fact, but it's just a simple fact of he made a comment to basically another WWE Hall of Famers, and he's a black man, but they got over it. Them personally, for within. You don't see Booker T.
fall short of the glory.
Yeah,
man.
you don't see Booker T just going around and random body and stuff like this. So why in the hell are we doing it? Like, who is us to go sit
But
up
see,
and
that's
criticize?
a problem we have. Like that's a problem we have. Everybody tends to now, and I'm not saying we as in we actually deal with that, but we as in people that are not entertainers, the people that are the fans, we have as a whole. You know what I'm saying? We have this problem that we feel like our opinion matters. Like it matters. Like we feel like we should our opinion on how these people are living. Cause guess what? They don't care. They making six more digits than we are on an everyday basis. And guess who paying them the money? Us. So yeah, they talking about oh man, I hate this person. But guess what? You putting them on your Instagram, your social media platforms. You promoting this person by hating, you're pouring hate on top of them. But all you're doing is making people say, "Oh, if they didn't know who he was,
Yeah, now they know.
oh, this is Hulk Hogan. Let me go check him out." They see, oh, I like him, man. Why you hate this person? Because you're gonna see more positive about most people than negative on for people that they want you to see positive about, and then there's people they want you to see more negative than positive. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's like, man, you ain't doing nothing but adding fuel to the fire. You're not putting it out. You're not stopping them. Which is why I say a lot of and they got people that's doing positive things, that's literally doing the right things to people, pouring negativity on them. You know what I'm saying? Saying this, so it's like, man, you don't really look too much into it, but it's like we have that. I think it's a disease. I would call it a disease in our community. It's called pride and ego.
Mm-hmm.
We also have a disease called envy. It kills. These three things have killed more people in our communities than you can count. Than I can count.
Well, Kendrick Lamar said, "I hate the way you talk. I hate the way you." Hey, bro, that's diabolical, bro. It's diabolical.
That's crazy. It's too much positivity out in the world, opportunity for people to be pointing and looking at the next person and pouring like trying to rain on their parade, man. That's not what's up. Like it's too much.
And to have too much hatred and animosity against each other. I don't like that. It's not godly. So
That's not God.
God don't like it. I don't like it.
Facts.
That's not what's up, man. And they got some people, man. And I'm gonna say this, man. And somebody just said this, man. And I'm gonna say this, and this is big for me, man. If you wake up and you go out there and you spread some negativity about somebody, include they got apps and stuff they're doing it on now too. We ain't gonna talk about the T app. But if you wake up, man, and you go and get out your bed, and you grab your phone, and you go on a social media.
The T out.
Hey, bro. If you go on your social media platform and you take the time and energy to type a lie or some negativity about somebody and you know it's not true, you are evil. EVIL.
What make y'all women do that though? What make y'all crazy stuff like that?
The lowest of the low.
And
I ain't never been on it, ain't trying to get on it.
And the thing is, I guess it started off like y'all trying to throw red flags of who somebody dated or whatever. Man,
who are you to say that person didn't change over time?
And the thing about that person might not be for you. Whatever red flag that you may think that you didn't like in a pet peeve and in this dating life, like if it didn't work out, it didn't work out. Move on. And it just showed that a lot of y'all didn't even move on from the person y'all talking about. So y'all still probably got feelings.
And it makes it look bad on you because, like he said, if you didn't even move, you talking about this person. You wake up and you say, "Oh, I remember I talked to this person. Yeah, let me go on this app and what you call it." That means he still had the person. You may be laying in bed next to somebody doing that. You know how bad that look? I have a whole husband or a wife at home. Yet I'm on a social media app talking about another person that is not worried about me, moved on in life, probably don't even live in the same state. They could be they somewhere probably doing positive. They probably reflected on how they treated you bad and how they lost you. I mean, y'all may have fell out, and they may be doing better now. And you got a whole platform. You done woke up to think about this person and go and say something negative about that person.
I don't know, man. I don't get it. I be trying to get it. I mean, I see a lot of stuff on social media. I see a lot of things going on. I don't really be doing all this.
My friend here, man, is a victim of that. So I was upset about.
I'm not a victim of anything. We ain't gonna even get it.
Why would you say it?
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, man. I'm passionate about that, man. That upset me. You know what I'm saying? That upset me for real.
I'm like, because I mean, like I said, I didn't even indulge in it. I mean, it's a situation. It is what it is, but it's just a point. Like it's just what you pinpoint in like your energy to. Like I'm not a person. I ain't gonna give my energy to none of that. Like go ahead,
man.
Like I got family and stuff like that to really worry about and stuff like that. But I do be wondering why do people do that. But at the same time, it's society, man. You can't really just really worry about that. But hey, bro, we see it every day.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Wow, man. This has really truly. I truly thank y'all so much for coming on. Just for being my co-host. I truly thank y'all. I thank for the views for who has watched. Uh, y'all gonna see the updated video pretty soon. So stay tuned for the updated video. Is there anything y'all would like to say?
Man, we good. We see y'all next time, man. It's good talking to y'all.
Yo.
See, it's informative, and bro, we gonna really do this again. We gonna really get in tune with it.
We'll be back with you. It's your boy Truth to God. Once again, thank y'all for coming out. Let's talk about it. Mark Weir, man.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all.
Amazing, man.
Let's talk about the TV. See y'all next time, next Tuesday. Let's talk about it. See y'all soon. Take care. Be blessed.
Yo.